Hi guys, today I want to make this spider in the spider web with you, and I like this spider web, but I like this spider better. So now I need to combine both, because I think this spider's just gotten a little bit too fat. So I like this one better. This is like a lengthy project. So we're going to start with the spider web. And I will tell you to pause me every time, and I hope I can keep this video down into less than an hour, but it's going to be hard. Anyway, what do you need to start this with? Well, first of all you need an 8mm pearl to start with, and I got the black one. I like better. I did a white one because I thought I didn't have any more 8mm pearls, but I'm going to take this one apart to get that pearl out of there. So an 8mm black pearl, you need some white Delica beads, you need some white seed beads, you need 15O, and the Delica beads are 11O. You also need some black Delica beads 11O. I don't have them right now, so I'm using Midnight Blue Iris instead. And you need some 11O black seed beads, you need some 11O lava red seed beads that I'm using for the eyes right here. So I like this one better. This is got a little bit, or I like this one better. This has got a little bit more of eyes in there. So I will probably be readjusting the spider later on. But let's get started on the spider web first. This looks really awesome. Okay, so what you need Wildfire to make this really strong. This is done with Wildfire, and it's nice and strong and solid. And this is done with fireline, which makes it really whimsy. See, this is way stronger. So it will curve a little bit when you're done, as you can see, but it's really nice. This is nice and solid. So how much thread do you need? I got about 3 meters that I'm starting with, and I'm going to wax that up first. The first round is going to be 22 Delica beads, and I'm going to use the black color, or in this case my Midnight Blue Iris, and that needs to be 22 exactly. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Pull that down. 19, 20, 21, 22. And I always double check that. I'm just going to pull that down a little bit. I'm going to double check that because I don't want to run short or have one too many on there. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 20, and that's 22. So that's correct. I'm going to pull that down, and I'm going to carefully double knot that. And I never pull that all the way through. I just take that, hold that like that, and then just get the other one as a square knot. And I just, right there, and then I pull that tight. Okay, now that we got that. After this first round, we're going to push into the first Delica. I'm going to get you a little closer. I'm going to push into that first Delica. The knot is right in front of it, so that the knot will go into that Delica. And then we're going to start adding white Delica beads. So we're going to go pick one up, gonna go skip one, black one, and then grab the next one right there. And I'm gonna go through there, and I'm going to do that again. Pick up one white, skip one black, and go through the next one. Turn that a little bit, and again, and then you're going to just do that all the way around. So we're going to do that, picking those up, and then you should have 11, if all is correct, on there, on those 22 that you added. And it's nice when they stick out a little bit and they're kind of easier to grab. Get that extra antil out of the way. And this is the last one, and then you're basically gonna go into that last black, and then you need to go up in the white because you need to add another row. So you're stepping up, as it's called in peyote. Okay, and now you need to add another round of white on there. And you're going to do this a total of 4 times. So this is 1, 2, and I'm going to now start round 3. And the last one, you're going to go into the white and up into the next one. And now when you pull it, you're going to get a little bit of a curve. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult to put the beads in between, but you need to pull it tight. So it's going to stand up like a cup now. Like this is the way it looks on the side. I'm going to need to add another round in between. And this is a little bit more difficult because it's harder to hold. I hope you still can see that right though. Oh. That will happen because it's harder to hold, especially when you have still that band-aid on your finger. That will probably happen to you a couple of times too. But we're not ashamed, it happens. Nobody's perfect in the way they bead. Okay, I got one more. Now I need to step up again. So I'm going into that last white one and I'm going to go up one. And now when you look at the side, you will see that you have one row with 3 and one row with 2, and that's exactly how you want to keep it. Okay, we're going to now add 15-0 in between, and we're going to use the 15-0 white seed beads for that, because that's going to be the back. And what do I got here exactly? I'll have a material list for you underneath the video. These are Miyuki seed beads, 15-0 Ceylon white pearl. I'm going to put them in between the Delicas now. I'm going to do that 2 rows. So if you already know how to do your peyote, might as well pause me and just get that done. So 15-0, 15-0, and you need to do 11 so you can count them, 2 that you know when you get to the end, so that will be 3. 4. Now white on white is kind of hard to see, so you got to make sure that you get them in there good and pull them tight. 5. And then we're going to get the last Delica and step up in that white seed bead. And then we're going to go around one more time with the 15-0s in between the white 15-0s that you just added. That will be the last round. And the last one. And go up into 2 15-0s. You go down in a 50-0 and into that Delica that's underneath it. And pull that all tight. Now we're going to put the pearl in between there. You might have to open up that first row a little bit. Get your needle, go right in between where you come out, the 2 Delicas right there, and grab that hole off the bead, turn it a little bit so that you can get your needle in there, and then just kind of stick it through to the other side and try and come out between those 2 Delicas on the other side also. I hope you can see that. From here on we'll be working with a different color though. We're first going to go up 2 white Delicas right there. Next we're going to move up 2 black Delicas over there. And now we're going to pick up the 15 black seed beads and we're going to put them in between the black Delicas. So I'm going to do another round of 11. And as the last one, stepping up. And then one more row of black seed beads in between the black. That's the last one. Now we're going to go down in one 15 seed bead and 2 black Delicas. And we're now going to find where the 3 Delicas are at the spot, which would be 1 black, 1 white, 1 white. So this right here is the middle Delica of 3. I'm going to go in there. And now we're going to add the black 11 seed beads in between. So basically you got the white row, the first white row where you need to add your black 11 in between. So make sure you're going straight, which will be hard not to because they're right underneath the black Delicas. So that's the first row right there, the first row of white. And here's where that end tail is, so make sure that it doesn't get caught up in there. I'm just going to add these 11 O's and then we're going to just push that end tail away into the beads. So that end tail is out of the way also, and it's not bothering us anymore. Last one, and picking up that last Delica right there and stepping up in the black seed bead right there. Pulling that tight. Now going to use a different needle for the end tail because I'm going to have to take my other needle off every time. And that end's just going to go through 2 Delicas right there. And then I'm going to cut that off. Okay, with the next row you're going to pick up 4 white Delicas and you're going to go into the next seed bead, and you're going to just do that all the way around at 4 Delicas in between. So just pause me now, because that it's not too hard, you can figure that one out. And yes, it's going to look like a mess, but don't worry about it. Just pause me now, we're going to straighten out that mess later on. When you add that last one, you're going to go into that first black seed bead again, move up 2 Delica beads, add to your needle 2 Delica beads, go down 1 Delica bead, carefully push that, pick up the second Delica bead on the other side, and go up both Delica beads right there. Now add 2 more Delica beads and go down 3 Delica beads and into the black seed bead. Okay, you now have a set of 4 Delica beads on top of each other. Pull that really tight so that it kind of closes up right there. Now do that again, you go up 2 Delica beads, you add 2 to your needle, you go down 1, then you go up 2, and you add 2 more. You're going to go down through 3 and then into that 11-0 seed bead, and you're going to just repeat this all the way around. So I suggest you pause me now until you got them all done, and just make sure that you pull that thread and then pull that again, sort them out a little bit, put them in their places so that that is kind of nicely tied together. When you've done that round, everything should have been sorted out. It's not such a big mess anymore. Still a little bit of a mess, but it will get better. When you've done your last round and you come out of the black seed bead, you need to go up the 4 Delicas. And don't worry, we're just going to go up the 4 Delicas one time. Be careful that you don't break them, so it's better to just grab them one by one if you have to. If you can't get through them all at the same time. There. I'm going to add 2 more Delicas on top of there, and then we're going to come out of the second one on the bottom, right there. Okay, so now we have basically 2 Delicas right here in between that we haven't used. We're going to pick up 2 seed beads 15-0, the white ones, and we're going to go skip these 2 and go up the 3rd and the 4th one. You got 2 seed beads in between there now. You're going to pick up 2 more Delicas. You're going to go 2 down, add 2 seed beads, and 2 up. And you're just going to do that all the way around. So I suggest you pause me now until you've gone all the way around. Now when you add the last one, it's very attempting to go up the last two, but because this is where you started, and you can see that by these first two seed beads, you have to now go 3 up because there's only like 2 seed beads. So you got to step up and you got to go through the 3 seed beads because this is your beginning point. And here we're going to add 2 Delicas again. I'm going to go 1 down. We're now going to add 3 seed beads in between. I'm going to go 1 up. Add 2 Delicas. 1 down. Add 3 seed beads. 1 up. And then you're going to do this all the way around. So I suggest you pause me until you get that round down. So when you finish that last one, just make sure you go through the last 2 because you're stepping up again, okay? Now, let me try and explain this as well as possible. You got 2 Delica beads in between every row of 2 seed beads. So you got 2 Delica beads, row, 2 Delica beads, row, and 2 Delica beads. So now we need 2 Delica beads to go in here, but if you would add your seed beads right here now, then you only have 1 Delica bead. So you need to do a row that only does the Delica beads. So instead of adding seed beads, you're going to go down 2 with 2 Delica beads. You're gonna just I like to position them right away like that. And you're going to go up. And don't worry if you got a little bit of space here. We're going to go pick them up. And we're going to go up 2 Delica beads. So there. We got that. And then you get the 2 Delica beads again. You go down 2. And you go into the seed beads. And you go basically up the next Delica beads. And after we've done this row, then we're going to add the seed beads again. Okay, so I suggest you pause me now until you got your 2 Delica beads on all the tops, and start me up again after that. Now last one again, make sure that you get 3 while you go up, so that you don't move over, and everything stays in the same place. So 2 more up, and here we're going to add 2 Delica beads. I'm going to come out the first one, and we're going to add 5 seed beads 15-0 in between. And then we're going to pick up the first one. I'm going to add 2 Delica beads, down 1, and 5 seed beads. And we're going to do this all the way around. So I suggest you pause me until you got that done. Now again, when you add the last one, make sure you go up 2. Or 1 by 1, if you're not able to grab 2 at the same time, just make sure you don't skip anything. And here we're going to do like what we did before on the rows. We're going to pick up 2. And we're going to go down 2, and we're going to go through the 5 and up the 2. Because now we need to create that extra space for the last round of seed beads. So 2, 2 down, through all the seed beads, and up 2. And I like to just kind of already put them in place. So just do this until you've gone that all the way around on this round. And then the last one you go up in 3 again. And we're going to add 2, go down 1, and by now you hear my dog is snoring in the background of the video, no doubt. And next you're going to add 7 seed beads in between. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to go up 1. So that's 2 Delicas, down 1 Delica, and 7 seed beads. And up again, 1. And when you do the last one, you go up 2. Okay, so just finish this round and start me again when you did this round. So now we're going to do one more row, which basically is very simple. We're going to take 1 15-0 and we're going to go down 2 Delicas, and we're going to go through the 7, up 2 Delicas, and add another 15-0 seed bead. Down 2, through the 7, up 2, and another seed bead. And that's how you basically get your nice sharp edge in there that you would want for your web. So pause me until you get that one done. I'm adding my last one now, and I need to go through the seed beads, and I'm going to go up 2 more Delica beads. I'm going to add my loop here. Now you can choose if you want like a black loop maybe to look a little bit different. I think that would actually look nice. I'm going to go with 5 seed beads, and I'm going back through the white, and I'm going to go around again through these 5 seed beads to make sure that that is super strong. Going into the white seed bead, and I'm going down 2 Delicas, and right here in front of that seed bead I'm going to go underneath the seed beads with my needle, and I'm going to pull a little loop, and I'm going to make sure that that sticks to the side, so just hold on to that. And then you're going to go through there with your needle, and you're going to pull that tight so that that knot is right there where the seed beads are. Right there in front of the seed beads. And then we're going to go into the seed beads one more time. I'm going to come out of the seed beads and pull that thread through. You'll pull that knot in there. Everything is secure, and you can just cut that off. There we go. Now we need fireline. Now we need to make this spider. Now in this one I just randomly took a spot and just kind of went with it, but I really don't like it going up. So what I want to do is I want to point it down, and then when I make my next earring, when I get some more 8mm black pearls, I am going to do the other one going down in this side, so that you have different roots the spiders go into. Because we have 22 and set up with 11 beads around, you're missing the one that goes straight down. If we had 24, you would have had a line straight down here, which would be actually perfect, because then the spider could either go straight up, well, it still can go straight up, but it could also go straight down. I really don't like the way this looks though going up. So I would rather have the spider go down, and we're going to go down this way. So for this we need 4mm pearl, because this is going to be the head of the spider right here. and that one needs to go sort of between these two seed beads right there. So you need about 1.5 meters of fireline to be on the safe side, and wax your thread, and let's get started. So I want to start here for the head, so I'm going to go in here, I'm going to pull my thread through, but just make sure that it's long enough so you can hold on to that and work it away later on. Pick up a 4mm pearl. I got a black one right here, right in there. And then we're going to pick up 2 black seed beads, 15-0, and now you got to kind of hang on to that. And we're going to go into that middle black 15-0 that is right there on the middle circle of the pearl. And it's kind of hard to see probably on camera, but when you hold your piece then you'll see it easier. Now pick up 2 more, and now we're going to go back into the pearl. Like that. And now we're going to pick up 2 seed beads, 15-0, a red 11-0, which is my lava red, and another 15-0 black, another lava a red 11-0, and 2 more 15-0 black, and we're going to go around into that pearl. And now it's important that you hold that tight. We're going to go down into 4 beads, and then we're going to pick up underneath it the 3rd thread in between the Delicas, and you're going to come up in front of the 4th like that. Hold on to that so that that doesn't move. And then we're going to go back into the left side of that, and we're going to go pick up the other 3 beads. Now pick up 2 15-0 black, and we're going to pick up these 2 seed beads and that middle one again. I'm going to go all the way around. I'm going to go down those 2 other seed beads, and we're going to pick up 2 more seed beads, 15-0 black, and we're going to go back in there and all the way around again. Now up and around, and you're going to come out of that middle seed bead again. Pull that tight, and we're going to go, we have to move down to the side now to put the legs in there. So you have to pick up that seed bead that's behind it on the 2nd row, and it's kind of hard to see, especially on camera I think, but you got to go down. So just step 1, seed bead 15-0 down. Next after that are 2 Delicas black that you need to pick up, and then we're going to turn into the black seed bead, and just a black seed bead, not Delica behind it though. Now it's kind of up to you how long you want these legs. I'm going to go with 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 black 15 O's and 1 red. And it depends on how you want that curve, where you want them. You might want them here, you might want them there. Don't put them in between, just make sure you got one of those Delica lines where you can put them. And I don't want it too close to his face, so I'm going to pick up this one right here. Let me see, would that be too close to the face? No, one a little bit closer like that. And pick up that thread. And then I'm going to go back through all these beads again, including the 11O. There, that's leg number 1. Now I need to go to leg number 2, which is right here, but I need to come out from that side, this side. So I have to go into the blue row or the black row, whatever you've been using, and then I need to go into another blue, and I need to grab my 11O right here. This kind of sort of 3D beading this way, and picking up all the rest of these beads and that 11O at the same time, if possible. Yes. Grab it. That's kind of neat. There we go. Okay. Now I need to come out on the other side of this bead. So that's kind of easy. You're just going to go through the white one. Be careful that you don't break it. And then just go in that one. One, two, three, four, five. That one then. Yeah, that looks good. Going back through all these beads. Now we're going to go that way. Okay. It's going to get a little rough. You need to turn back on the bead above it. And then we're going to go down in the white and into the black. And kind of scary. I find that white one's kind of scary because I'm afraid I'm going to pop them and then I have to start all over again. Ah, no. And here we go in the black one. Okay, and that's what it looks like so far. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna go with 5 black and 1 red. And I'm going to just kind of stretch that leg. So that's gonna go underneath here. And back. into the black. You gotta go through the blues and turn back in the black. And then when you come out of the black, you need to repeat this over here. And then you're going to, this one is going to be the same as this one. Okay, so you're just going to do the same what you did on the other side. And when you add your last one, your paw goes right next to this one on that side. Finish up your legs and pause me now until you get done with that, and then we'll continue. Well, I come out of my black seed bead and I'm just going to work my thread away. I'm just by passing through a couple of beads. And I'm just going to cut it off. Now the end tail. I'm just going to go see if I can pick up something. I'm going to go underneath the threads here. And just pick up the middle seed beads there. And then just, I'm going to cut that off. So that's it, guys. I'm all finished. I'll probably make some changes in the PDF file. Here he is. He's got like the legs are standing up and everything. You can see that really good when he's laying down and you look at him from the front, as you can see in the pictures. Yeah, I think he really turned out really well. And you can also make a pendant out of him. You can put your ear hook on there. He's not that big. I mean, he's just like a small size of my hand. But you can also, he's the right size also for a pendant. So that would be cute with Halloween. You just put a jump ring on there and some cord. So I hope you liked him. And yeah, I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.